Hello guys and welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, if you don't remember, Makoto got punched by Mondo and we woke up in the school dorms where we met up once again with Sayaka, and now we're heading over to the cafeteria to meet up with everyone again because apparently we were out for a pretty long time. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Actually though, before we hop into anything plot related, I just want to go over to these windows that I was talking about a lot at the end of the last episode. Not because of anything to do with the windows themselves, but when we walk up to them, you can see that Makoto just like barely peeks over them. And that's like something very interesting, is that for some reason, when walking around in a 3D space like this, they made Makoto super tiny. Like just so much shorter than everyone else in the school, because eventually there will be like people outside and like, you know, like standing outside that we can talk to, and they tower over us. So that like adds to the the comedy of the fact that like Makoto is like so much shorter than everyone else here. There's a staircase that, just like in the Host Peak Academy building, is fenced off pretty much, or not fenced off, but just like being hidden behind this like an insane amount of iron bars. I'd love to find out where those stairs lead, but there's no way past the gate. What's the point of having stairs if you're just gonna block them off? The door won't budge. It must be locked. So yeah, there's a staircase here, a locked room, which, based on the fact that the map shows a box there, you can probably imagine that that's a storage room. The laundry room, I think we can actually walk into. Nope, never mind. Makoto wants to go to the dining hall first. There's the bathhouse. Looks like I can't get in there. You could probably just like walk through the tape, because it's not like before where there's like a gate blocking it off. It's just yellow tape. You could just slip through. You could probably make the assumption that Monokuma would like show up and like stop him from doing that, and he doesn't want to get blown up. But there aren't even any like cameras around or anything like that, so I don't even know if Monokuma could like see us going into the bathhouse. Also, I never really like noticed this before, but the ceiling looks really weird. It's just like mostly a black void and then like gray rectangles everywhere. Is the ceiling just supposed to be black, or is there just supposed to be no ceiling? Because either way, I think it looks really, really weird. Anyways, let's just get to the cafeteria. This must be the dormitory dining hall. It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really what's important right now, with us being prisoners here and all. Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now. Okay, let's just wait here. Huh? You heard that? Like I said, I'm psychic. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Is it really just intuition? Kind of another tutorial. Yeah, so this introduces reaction mechanics. So throughout the game, you'll see purple words appear. And what the game wants you to do is press the triangle button and then press the A button so you can click on those words and react to them and continue like that line of conversation. It's kind of a bit of a weird mechanic, because like sometimes the game can hide some funny dialogue or something like that beyond the reaction, but most of the time people are just going to see the purple words, click on the react thing, and just progress like normal. And sometimes they don't even hide any funny dialogue behind it. So it's just kind of a, I don't know if useless mechanic is the right word for it, but it's just kind of a weird mechanic. In Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa Another Episode, this mechanic is completely gone. So I guess the designers also thought that it was a pretty useless mechanic. It actually does return in Danganronpa V3, but it's completely different. It's more of just like a soundboard where you can play different like voice lines that the protagonist has. It's very weird. It's like a completely different thing. And overall, reactions are just kind of a weird thing, but it's not like it's an obnoxious mechanic or anything like that. It's just kind of like, huh, that's strange. The tutorials in Danganronpa can be kind of... Sometimes they're pretty funny, like they have some funny dialogue and stuff like that hidden behind them. But other times they're just kind of long and boring, and having like a long bit of text explaining a gameplay mechanic can be kind of a bad way to learn about a mechanic instead of just learning about it by doing like hands-on stuff. Like later in the game when we start playing some of the mini games, instead of having like a long bit of text explaining how the mini game works, instead just have a little like hands-on sort of thing where you can actually play a tiny bit of the mini game, but it's like very easy, so you can like learn the basic mechanics by actually kind of like playing it. I think that would have been a bit better. How's it going, Sayaka? By the way, Makoto. Huh? What is it? Well, it's just, I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. Really? I wonder what she wants to ask me. Maybe I should ask her first. So one thing that I actually do like about the reaction mechanic is when you're skipping through text, the text skipping stops when you hit a reaction thing. So for example, if you're reading through all the dialogue and someone has a reaction and you just like go past that because you want to see more dialogue and then you click on them again, you could just hold down the skip button and it'll just stop once you get to the reaction point. I'm actually very grateful for that feature because I don't have to individually click through every text box just so I don't accidentally skip over it. Continuing our self-introductions, we kind of got cut off before, but I had a question I wanted to ask you. Sayaka wants to ask me something? I wonder what it is. Now I'm really curious. Like this. Like I'm still holding down the skip button, but it just stops once you get to the purple text. What did you want to ask me? Makoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. I knew it! I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was that she remembered me. We'd never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was. Hey, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remembered me. We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember. Well, that's true, but there were lots of students in our grade, right? Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring. What are you talking about? You're so strange. Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen. Anyway, I'm really glad that I know someone here. Talking to you's made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to you Ultimates. But you're the one that helped me find my courage again, not any of those Ultimate students. Thank you for saying that. And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. Huh? My assistant? Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together. So she's kind of like the Maya Fey of this game, just our assistant character that helps us solve mysteries and stuff like that. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up, which is nice, but still, everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. There must be a clock around here somewhere. Right over here. So what time is it right now? What? 7 o'clock? At night? You were unconscious for a pretty long time. I see. I know Makoto thinks that, like, sleeping for, what is it, like 7 hours or something like that is pretty insane. But that's kind of nothing compared to the protagonist of 100 Line, who can sometimes sleep for several days at a time. And there is, like, a plot reason that Takumi sleeps so much, but I just find it funny how Makoto sleeps for several hours, and it's insane. And then all the way in 2025 with 100 Line, Takumi sleeps for several days, and it almost becomes normal. I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy. I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon. Almost like he timed it, Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that. Ah, Makoto, Sayaka, so you two got here first, huh? Too bad, I was sure that I'd beat everyone here. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet. Well, I won't give up. Next time I swear I'll win no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit much, don't you think? And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
よし、全員揃ったようだな。では早速会議を始めようと思う。お互い調査の成果を披露し合い、情報を共有化しようではないか。一刻も早くここから脱出するために。
ちょっと待って。
Wait, hold on a sec. What's wrong? What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl? Oh yeah, Kyoko. Is Kyoko's hair silver? Because I've always seen it as like a pink color. Or maybe it's one of those things where it's supposed to be silver, but shading and stuff like that makes it look pink. Kind of like how the Spider-Man 2099 suit was originally supposed to be completely black, but because the shading or something like that, it made the suit look blue. So whenever the suit gets brought back, it's always made like completely blue instead of completely black like it was originally supposed to be. That's like one of the few things I know about Spider-Man 2099 is that, you know, his suit wasn't originally supposed to be blue. What about her? She's not here. What? I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads. Oh, wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because... Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, how you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst possible way. Is it possible? Was she really? No, I'm just overthinking things. Darn it, Kyoko. You're really going to be late like this on the first day of school? Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. A most unbecoming personality trait. You're being a real jackass right now, you know that? Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything. Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meeting has begun. Makoto? Actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. You know? Huh? What's up? I feel like I really have become your personal assistant, don't you agree? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've already done so much as my assistant. So yeah, Makoto and Sayaka's relation is sort of like Phoenix and Maya from Ace Attorney, but different in a few ways. Like, with Makoto and Sayaka, you can feel that it's sort of taking on like a bit more of like a high school crush sort of thing, since both Makoto and Sayaka are the same age. But with Phoenix and Maya, it's like strictly played as like platonic, and Phoenix sometimes refers to Maya as like pretty much like a niece to him, or like his kid or something like that. So yeah, it's not completely one-to-one with Ace Attorney. There are a few differences in the character dynamics and stuff like that. Okay, so since you're in the dark about all this, let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone split up to investigate different parts of the building, but Byakuya and Taka each went off on their own, and so did Kyoko. It looks like Leon, Hiro, Junko, and Chihiro are all grouped up together. The same goes for Hina, Sakura, and Mondo. Celeste, Toko, and Hifumi were left over, so they joined up. So now we just go through all of these one by one and learn what each of them were doing during the investigation. I wanted to try and find some clues to who's responsible for imprisoning us here, but unfortunately I made no such discoveries. That's all from me. Really? That's it? If I'd uncovered anything, naturally I would have more to say, but I didn't, so I don't. Right, understood. Next up is Taka. I spent some time looking around the dormitory, and there I made the discovery of the century. I found out that there was exactly one room for each person. Well, yeah, I figured that out before anything else. Each door already has a nameplate on it, so I guess all the rooms have been assigned already. And each room key was attached to a keychain with the owner's name precision etched onto it. Which confirms that the room I was in earlier is in fact my room. And Chihiro and I found out that all the rooms are totally soundproof. Your next door neighbor could scream their lungs out, you wouldn't hear a thing. I've often heard people joke that to test out the fact that it's soundproof, Junko and Chihiro just like went into their separate rooms and just screamed. And they were like, oh, I couldn't hear anything, okay. I personally can't imagine Chihiro like screaming that loud, just like, especially with the voice I've given her where she's just like, ah, just something like that is how I imagine her screaming. Well, each room also had a private bathroom which could also lock. But it looked like there were only locks on the bathrooms in the girls' dorms. Huh? But when I checked my bathroom door before, it definitely seemed like it was locked. That's weird. I should double check that later. Okay, so they got a bunch of rooms ready for us. They're assuming we're gonna be here a while. Well, better to have than have not. At least we don't have to worry about surviving like wild animals. That can't be all you have to report, can it, Mr. Honors Student? That's all for my report. Let's move on to whoever's next. Alright, let's look at this next group of people. We all went up and down the school, double checking the windows and all the hallways and classes. We wanted to see if we could get any of those metal plates to come off. And what happened was nothing, not a damn thing. We couldn't get a single one to budge even a little bit. There wasn't any hope of escape anywhere. School really has been totally cut off. This sucks. It really sucks. It sucks. What the hell are we gonna do? God damn it, calm down. You're starting to make me nervous. Hina, Sakura, and Mundo. We thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over. But we didn't find a thing. Sorry. I went back to the main hall thinking maybe we could do something about that giant hunk of metal. But even with Sakura and me both, it wouldn't budge. We did it with desks and chairs and nothing. It was hard as, like, metal. Well, yes, it is metal. Anyway, if we're gonna get out of here, it's not gonna be through there. I feel like I could just cry. But no, I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration. I shall tell you what happened next. It has nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the school and dorm areas, there was a set of stairs leading up to another floor. But there were gates there and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out. In other words, at this point, we are only able to search the first floor. We can further assume that there is potentially something above the second floor as well. And if that's the case, there's at least a chance it may lead to a way out. So yeah, we might be able to seek a way out, but first we have to wait to see the upper floors. Celeste, Toko, and Hifumi. If I am being honest, I can't say we all acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym. Honestly, we are not exactly the types to go running around to school like a gaggle of junior detectives. What the hell are you thinking, just sitting around the gym the whole time? Well, it's not like any of you invited me along. Nobody said, hey, come with us. I blame you for leaving me out. It's your fault. If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something. Forget it. Like, I'd want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you. Slut? Your mind is as thin as your body. You make me sick to my stomach. I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met? Alright guys, everybody just calm down, okay? All this stress is bad for your skin, you know. Yeah, it sounds like you two are so close now you're fighting like sisters. I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka. So that's what they have to say, huh? Then I guess I'm the only one left. I went and had a look around the dining hall. I found a fridge in the back of the kitchen and it was overflowing with all kinds of stuff. I guess we don't have to worry about food at least. Sure, for now, but even with all that, there are 15 of us. How long can the food last? You can just eat sesame seeds or something. Huh? What am I, a parakeet? I don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically each day. At least that's what Monokuma said. You saw him? Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge, told me that, then disappeared again. So I guess that's another reason why we can't really go into that bathhouse from earlier, is just because Monokuma can just pop out of anywhere. He was so fast, I can't believe someone could have been moving him around with a remote control. A weaponized toy that can just appear from nowhere? I can't tell if we're supposed to be afraid or not. But was everything okay? He didn't try to, like, eat you or anything. Eat her? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about? Come on, man. What the hell, fatty? You're acting like some kind of sleazy drunk dude. Not like there's a good kind of drunk dude. Hey, stop screwing around, all of you. Are you still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die any second. She's right. We can't be making stupid jokes right now. We gotta do something, or... A voice cut through the noise, interrupting Mondo. You're all spending an awful lot of time yelling and carrying on. Do you really think you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation? Kyoko, where the heck have you been? We already started the meeting without you. She didn't say a word. Instead, she just dropped a piece of paper on the table. Huh? What's this? It appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy. A map? What the? Where did you find this? Don't we all have maps on our... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter where I found it. It does matter. You're really freaking us out right now. Never mind that. What's it mean? Just look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy. So what you're saying is, this really is Hope's Peak Academy? Well, in terms of construction, yes. But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations done to it. Renovations? I don't know all the details yet. All I found was details about the first floor. But then, this really is Hope's Peak? We didn't get kidnapped and taken to some other place? So stupid it's not even possible. This is where the country's future leader's supposed to come and learn? But if it really is Hope's Peak, where are all the other students? Hey, come on guys, let's stop talking about all this, negative stuff. But aren't you worried? Things don't look good. Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? The people in charge of Hope's Peak put this all together, right? Man, if I got stressed every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth. Ugh, that did not conjure up a pleasing mental image. Good things come to those who wait, right? So we just gotta chill and everything will work itself out. Why are you laughing? What's so funny? I am just happy, that is all. It seems splitting up to investigate was a good idea after all. Haven't you been listening? Looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out. We didn't find who's behind us. We still have no idea what's going on. Huh? Is it not crystal clear what is going on? It is perfectly obvious that we have been imprisoned in some secret location with no way out. None of us had any response to that. We didn't want to accept the reality, but it was staring us right in the face. You didn't have to go and say that. I was trying to not think about it. No way out. We're all trapped here. What are we supposed to do? It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill. Don't even joke about that. Everyone, just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here. There's gotta be something we can do. All we can do is adapt. Adapt to living our lives here from now on. Live here? Are you saying we should just accept it? A lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. Survival is not based on who is the strongest or smartest. It comes down to who can adapt. As someone who has come out on top more than once, I have a suggestion. Huh? What do you mean? We all understand that we are trapped here, which means we will be spending the night. However, you all remember the rule regarding nighttime, right? So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own. What do you mean? Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. The school regulations do not actually tell us not to go out at night. I would like to make it official. But why? The way things are now, every time night comes, we will all start to get worried and anxious. We will be afraid someone might try and come and kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it will wear us down in no time. So you're suggesting we limit our activity at night as a kind of preventative measure. However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to follow it. I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the little gospel leader said, without something like that, we're just gonna self-destruct. On behalf of all of the men here, I agree to comply. Hey, you can't just speak for us. So, everyone is in agreement? Good. Then if you will excuse me. Huh? Wait, where are you going? It is almost nighttime. I want to take a shower before it arrives. So, goodbye. Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. Her behavior seemed so natural I couldn't imagine anyone trying to stop her. So I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. I'll be spending the night, it looks like. Adaptability. So, Mr. Chairman, what next? One person already left. Well then, what say we call an end to today's meeting? Like she said, it's almost nighttime anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning. Do we really have to stay the night here? We don't have a choice. We can't go for long without getting some sleep. So we have to just give up. That's all fine and good for today, but what do we do tomorrow? Our only option is to split up and look around again, and let everyone know if we find anything. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Then we're done for today? Good, I'm exhausted. With heavy movements, everyone headed off to their private rooms. Makoto, Are you ready to call it a day? Yeah, let's go. I absolutely love that one CG of everyone like sitting around the table. I don't know why, but that's just like one of my favorite CGs in the whole game, just seeing like pretty much everyone there. I mean, I guess Kyoko's not there because she was being all mysterious and stuff like that and found that map. Is this really where I'll be staying for the foreseeable future? Oh, that's right. I should check the bathroom one more time before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathroom should have locks on them, right? I remember there being like some funny dialogue if you click on the bed here. A bed. It looks pretty normal. Feels normal, too. I hope that didn't hurt the bed's feelings. Yeah, Makoto's a real softie. He really doesn't want to hurt people's feelings and stuff like that, and I guess he doesn't even want to hurt inanimate objects' feelings. Alright, let's open it up. It's no use. That's actually really funny considering that his English voice actor is Bryce Papenbrook, who voices Silver the Hedgehog. It's no use. It really is locked. Bzz, bzz. Wrong. Not locked. Holy crap! Jeez, talk about an overreaction. It's like you just saw a ghost or something. Like some kind of robot bear ghost. What are you doing here? Makoto Naegi. This is super duper majorly bad. So bad it's almost magical. Ultra magical awful attack. In point of fact, I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame. So wait, the reason it won't open isn't because it's locked? The door just doesn't fit? Didn't you see the notice? What, you can't read? The bathrooms in the boys' rooms don't have locks. I mean, a lock on a boy's bathroom is kind of pointless, don't you think? Well, it's not that it's pointless, I guess, but I'm no expert on the birds and the bees and all that. Anyway, there's a little trick to opening this particular ill-fitting door, and that's what I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? So you just gotta turn the doorknob, then lift up when you pull. Go ahead and try it. Turn the doorknob and lift the door up while I pull. When I did that, the door opened without a problem. See? It opened right up. Isn't that crazy, though? Your door's the only one that doesn't fit quite right. You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But it looks like you're not lucky at all. Anyway, I suddenly don't feel like being here anymore. Bye! Hey, wait! Damn it. Looks like it's nighttime. We all promised we wouldn't leave our rooms now. All I can do is try to get some sleep. While still mumbling to myself, I collapsed into bed. My eyes closed almost immediately. It's not that I was ready for bed exactly, I was just utterly exhausted. It was as if I'd spent an entire day staring at a TV watching movies, or like some kind of illusion where I'd been tossed into a made-up fantastical world. Yeah, that feels about right. There's no easy way to just accept the situation we've suddenly been dropped into. So this is how the curtain closed on my first day at Hope's Peak Academy. Soon enough, I was asleep. Would it be too much to hope that when I woke up, I'd realize it was all a dream? It's kind of lame as far as endings go, but I'd be fine with that. Actually, that'd be the best. Danganronpa.